Every time I mention Indian authors, someone just has to say, Indian authors aren't good, their writing style is not that great, they write very boring books. And I'm like, okay, so basically you have read two random books by Indian authors and decided that a whole country cannot write? Because trust me, Indian authors write some of the most raw, uncomfortable, beautiful stuff. You just have to stop looking for cute, aesthetic, and easy reads all the time. So today I'm recommending some of my favorite Indian books, the books that actually stayed with me, like I finished them and I was like, oh my god, this is why I actually read. Also, I'm filming this video just because I wanted a reason to wear my new jhumkas and to wear this whole attire. So this is why this video is being filmed, because I just wanted to wear something cute, wear something Indian, and that's when I got this idea that why not I film some Indian book recommendations. So yeah, here we are. Without wasting any time, let's go. Starting strong with The Last Queen by Chitra Banerjee. I'm sure you all might have heard about Chitra Banerjee's The Palace of Illusion and The Forest of Enchantments, but what I don't see is enough people talking about this one, The Last Queen by the same author. The Last Queen is actually a story of Maharani Jindan, the last queen of Punjab, and you know what? She is a woman that history conveniently sidelined. This book follows different phases of Rani Jindan's life. We see her childhood, then her coming to Lahore, then her meeting the Maharaja of Punjab, then her marrying him, then her becoming a mother, later a widow, and then finally the Queen of Punjab. So what I loved about this book is it's not history books boring, if you know what I mean. And honestly speaking, I love that. And this is what I love the most about Chitra Banerjee's books. Her characters are never flawless. Like, they are like you and me. They are full of flaws. They make mistakes. What I love the most about this book is that she's shown as a mother, as a daughter, as a sister, as a wife, and most importantly as a woman. Like, she is not shown as a queen only, okay? She makes mistakes. She's just like us. She's human. If you love Draupadi in The Palace of Illusion, you are going to love her even more. But please एक बात ध्यान में रखना, इसको रियल लाइफ फैक्ट से कंपेयर मत करना. इट इज फिक्शन. आप चित्रा बनर्जी की बुक्स जब भी पढ़ो, प्लीज कीप दिस वन थिंग इन माइंड, शी राइट्स फिक्शन, ओके? उनकी बुक्स आप रियल फैक्ट से अलग रख कर ही पढ़ा करो. नेक्स्ट अप वी हैव फॉर नाउ इट इज नाइट. इट इज अ कलेक्शन ऑफ 17 short stories written originally in Kashmiri by Hari Krishna Paul and later translated by 4 translators. If you're looking to read something filled with drama, masala and big plot twists, then please don't pick this book up because it's not one of those books. लेकिन हाँ, अगर आपको कश्मीर के बारे में जानना है, not Kashmir actually, if you want to know about the lives of Kashmiris, then this book is a must read. सारी stories की open ending है, तो आपको end खुद ही predict करना पड़ेगा. I liked some, कुछ मुझे पसंद नहीं आई, but I think as an Indian, it's a must read for all of us. And even if you're not an Indian, I still feel like it's a must read if you want to know more about Kashmir and its people. Next up we have Ghachar Ghochar. I don't care, I'll recommend this book forever. मैं 100 बार recommend कर चुकी हूँ और मैं 100 बार recommend और करूँगी जब तक हर कोई ये book ना पढ़ ले. It's a very small book but it's very dangerous. It's about a middle class family that suddenly gets rich और पैसे आते ही उनका attitude बिल्कुल change हो जाता है. Everything starts getting ugly. And you know what's the scary part? It's not dramatic, it's not filmy, it is real. It has also got an open ending. If you have read this one, do let me know in the comment section what do you think about that ending, because I still think about it and it still haunts me. नेक्स्ट अप वी हैव अ हिंदी बुक रिकमेंडेशन. मुझे बहुत सारे कमेंट्स आते हैं स्मृति हिंदी में बुक्स रिकमेंड करो, तो मैं कोशिश करती हूँ ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हिंदी बुक्स पढ़ने की. आई एम सो सॉरी कि मैं आप लोगों की उम्मीदों पर खड़ी नहीं उतर पा रही हूँ, बट ट्रस्ट मी, आई एम ट्राइंग माई बेस्ट. इस साल भी मैंने ये रेजोल्यूशन लिया है कि मैं हर महीने एटलीस्ट 2 हिंदी बुक्स तो पढ़ूंगी ही. दिस वॉज माई फर्स्ट रीड ऑफ 2025 एंड बॉय इट डिडंट डिसअपॉइंट एट ऑल. इब्ने बतूती बाय दिव्य प्रकाश दुबे इज़ वन ऑफ द बेस्ट हिंदी बुक्स आई हैव एवर रेड. आई नो इट्स कमिंग फ्रॉम समवन जिसने ज़्यादा हिंदी बुक्स नहीं पढ़ी हैं, लेकिन फिर भी आई फील लाइक इट्स एक्चुअली वन ऑफ द बेस्ट हिंदी बुक्स एवर रिटन. मेरी मम्मी ने भी बुक पढ़ी है और उनका भी यही कहना है कि हाँ, ये बहुत ही अच्छी बुक है. इट्स एक्चुअली अबाउट अ मदर एंड हर सन, अ सिंगल मदर एक्चुअली, शालू. तो जब उनका बेटा फॉरेन पढ़ने जाने वाला होता है तो उनको टेंशन हो जाती है अपनी मम्मी की कि अब मेरी मम्मी कैसे रहेंगी मेरे बिना अकेली. लेकिन कहानी में ट्विस्ट तब आ जाता है जब उसके हाथ में लगता है एक बक्सा और उसमें निकलते हैं उसकी मम्मी की कुछ पर्सनल चीज़ें. इट्स एक्चुअली मस्ट रीड फॉर एवरी चाइल्ड, बिकॉज हमें ऐसा लगता है कि हमारी मम्मी की जो लाइफ है ना, वो हम तक ही सिमटी हुई है, उनकी फैमिली तक, उनके बच्चों तक, उनके पति तक. लेकिन हम ये भूल जाते हैं कि हमारी मम्मी भी तो कभी एक लड़की रही होंगी, वो भी तो कभी हमारी उम्र की होंगी, तो वो वाली लाइफ के बारे में हम कभी जानना ही नहीं चाहते हैं. तो आई फील लाइक ये बुक आपको और आपकी मम्मी दोनों को ही पढ़नी चाहिए. डू गिव इट अ रीड एंड देन डू लेट मी नो आपको कैसी लगी ये बुक। और ये मैं पहले भी बोल चुकी हूँ, दोबारा बोल रही हूँ, अगर आपकी हिंदी अच्छी नहीं है तो कोई टेंशन लेने की बात नहीं है, क्योंकि दिव्य प्रकाश दुबे जी की हिंदी बहुत ही ज़्यादा सिंपल होती है, उनकी बुक्स बहुत ही ज़्यादा सिंपल लैंग्वेज में लिखी होती हैं। अगर आपको नॉर्मल कॉन्वर्सेशन वाली हिंदी आती है, जैसे ये जो मैं बात कर रही हूँ, आपको आराम से समझ आ जाएगी, क्योंकि मेरी हिंदी पढ़ने वाली हिंदी इतनी अच्छी नहीं है। अगर जैसे मुझे प्रेमचंद की बुक्स पढ़ने में ना थोड़ी डिफिकल्टी होती है, बट दिव्य प्रकाश दुबे जी की हिंदी राइटिंग बहुत ही ज़्यादा ईजी है, मैं बहुत आराम से पढ़ लेती हूँ, तो आप भी आराम से पढ़ लोगे। नेक्स्ट अप वी हैव अ mythological fiction, again a book that I read last year. And you know what I love the most about this book? इसमें रावण को as a villain नहीं दिखाया गया है. He has been shown as a young curious boy. The book that I'm talking about is Tale of Lanka. Imagine a meteor hitting ancient Lanka and bringing healing powers, science, magic, everything with it. This book shows us the young Ravan before he becomes the villain we know. If you love watching Stranger Things, then I think you are going to love this one. It's mythology, science, fiction, fantasy, emotions all mixed together. Next up we have M in the Big Room by Jerry Pinto. Fun fact, I met Jerry Pinto in 2024 and he told me that this book is actually not fiction, it's actually inspired by his real life. So the character of the mother in this book is actually inspired by his own mother. This whole book is about a mother struggling with mental illness and how her whole family, especially her son, tries to hold on to her. What grabbed me most wasn't just the sadness, it was how beautiful and messy it felt to love someone who isn't right in the head but is still your mother. There's this constant tug between frustration and deep love, like you are holding on to someone who is slipping in and out of reality and you just want them to be okay. I know it's a sad book, but trust me, you laugh and cry at the same time और आपको समझ नहीं आएगा कि आपके इमोशंस को क्या हो रहा है या फिर मैं कैसे रिएक्ट करूँ. नेक्स्ट अप वी हैव अनटचेबल बाय मुल्क राज आनंद. दिस बुक वॉज इन माई सिलेबस एंड आई एम ग्लैड आई गेव इट अ रीड बिकॉज oh my god, this whole book is actually only one day in life of a young Dalit boy named Pakha. He's just trying to get through the day doing his job, but everywhere he goes, he's treated like he's dirty just because of his caste. The story is basically him being humiliated again and again for something he didn't even choose, for something he was born with, for something that was not even his fault. Last but not the least, we have a romance book. Yes guys, I do read some happy books. Actually, it was not happy, but yeah, I do try to read some light books, but this one was actually not light. आपको ऐसा लगेगा कि it's a romance on the surface, but it's actually not a romance at all. The book that I'm talking about is A Shimla Affair. I have already recommended 2 books by the same author, Once Upon a Curfew and London Sweets. If you haven't read those 2 already, please go and give them a read and then come back here and give this one a try, A Shimla Affair, because it's not just a romance, it's so much more than that. The book is set in 1940s British India in Shimla and follows the story of Nalini and her 2 sisters who run this very fancy royal hotel. But their whole ordinary and normal life changes when this underground revolutionary group asks them to help with a secret plan during a big event at the hotel. और अगर आपको लगता है कि यही स्टोरी है तो आप बहुत बड़ी मिस्टेक कर रहे हो, क्योंकि कहानी में आता है और बड़ा twist when at the same time Nalini starts falling for a British officer Charles, and this just makes the whole thing even more messy. You know what I love the most about the book? It shows that even in history, women were brave just in ways people don't talk about enough. So no, Indian authors are not boring, they don't write bad books, you just haven't found the right book yet. Do give any of these a try and thank me later. So yeah, that's it for today. Do let me know your favorite books by Indian authors in the comment section below. Also tell me which one of these are you going to pick first, and if you will be adding any of these to your TBR. So yeah, that's it. If you want a part 3, do let me know in the comment section. और अगर आपने part 1 नहीं देखा है तो मैं लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाल दूंगी, प्लीज जाकर देख लेना. So yeah, that's it for today. Bye. I'll see you guys next time.